What do you think? Why mostly people break up?
That's a very good question. I think most couples break up because they don't really talk about what they desire, what they want, how they want to live their life. I think communication is one of the biggest problems.
But when I hear the word communication, I think it can be a very vague term for many people. What comes under the communication?
I think the most important word here is honest communication. Like, of course, you can talk and talk and talk, but you don't need to share what you feel, even if you talk a lot. It's like, be honest with your partner. Tell your partner what hurts you, what makes you feel sad, and what makes you feel happy. Because your partner needs to know what makes you feel happy. Otherwise, how could he or she then work towards making you happy? And by making you happy, I don't mean it's your partner's responsibility to make you happy. Of course, that's your own. But I heard a very nice comparison in the past. It's you're not trying to become one person. Of course, you are two individual people and you will always be. But you are building a house together. And to build something together, you need to talk about in detail how you feel about it, what you want out of it, and what makes you happy about it.
And a lot of times, one of the partner, he or she thinks that my emotions or my feelings, when I'm going to share, they are not going to be heard or they are not going to be understood. So, how to cope with that, with that feeling?
Yeah, but think about it. If you don't even start telling your emotions and how you feel, how should they be ever heard? Like they can only be heard if you talk about them. If you never talk about them, then no one can hear them.
What about this, that you tried to talk about your emotions to your partner and you didn't get the response the way you were expecting, or what was the right response? You didn't get it. So I think this sometimes creates some kind of fear and, closing yourself.
It depends on the response. Of course, if your partner never acknowledges your feelings and always shuts you down, maybe that person is not the right partner for you, and then it does make sense to break up. But of course, you can't always expect to get the reaction you wanted on your emotions because, like we said before, your partner is a totally different person. So maybe the response will be different than you expected. But even that helps to understand each other because the response also tells you something about how your partner feels. And it's like a two-way street. It's not only about one person's emotions, it's about both people's emotions.
And one tip I would like to give it here, that if two people, they are living and they are in a relationship, if one person comes to you and they want to talk about their emotions or they want to talk about their feelings, please listen to them at that time and don't start your arguments as well or your emotions at that time. For example, oh, you are feeling hurt, okay, let me tell you, I'm feeling hurt as well for this and that. Because I think this way you both will lose the balance, and the person who came to you, they will start thinking, okay, it's not about me anymore, it has become about the other person. So this is really important. Find your own time. If you have your issues with your partner, find your own time, sit down with them and talk about your emotions there at that day. But when they come to you with some issue or they want to discuss about their emotions or anything, please just listen to them and acknowledge what they are saying. I guess this is also very important in the communication.
And I think it's also very important to remember you are a team. It's like there's no winning or losing.
True.
You are trying to make life better for both of you. And both of you should know that if one person is not happy in the relationship, the other person can't get happy as well. Like you're trying to build happiness together. So if there is a problem, work on that problem as a team. Try to find a solution which both people are happy with, and not like one person is dominating the other and is just winning the fights or the arguments all the time. Because if you have an argument or a fight, it's mostly not about winning, it's about one person who feels hurt. And the goal is to find a way as a team so people do not, or partners do not get hurt.